It's official. We have massive New York Yankees updates on multiple star players on this team right now who are defining one of the biggest storylines of this MLB free agency and offseason and also trade rumors. While we also have an update on one of the Yankees' next stars who Brian Cashman revealed is very, very close to getting an MLB job and getting his rookie season underway. We're going to talk about all this stuff, guys. It's a lot to go over with the Yankees right now. Again, a lot of this stuff right here, it does define what the Yankees are going to be trying to do in this offseason. With winter meetings starting up, this leads to a situation where we're going to see moves start to really happen. I know the Yankees haven't done really anything yet. Bringing back Tim Hill and Ryan Yarbrough were big W's. And outside of that, they haven't really made any moves themselves. Trent Grisham re-signed, but that was more him accepting his offer. So because of that, there is a lot to think about. Guys, before we jump into this fully, though, if you are part of that 68%, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on a single New York Yankees update. Let's jump into the video, guys. I'm not trying to make this intro too long because I know you guys get very upset when I do that. So, new update has been revealed about the New York Yankees. As Brian Hoke did say, the Yankees expect Carlos Rodon to return in late April or sometime in May, with Gerrit Cole targeted for May or June. They don't expect Anthony Volpe back in April either. Now, I literally just did a video on Anthony Volpe this weekend, so if you want to watch that, go check it out. It's called It's Finally Happening. It has Anthony Volpe and Jose Caballero in the thumbnail. You can find it off that, and it is, in my opinion, a pretty good video. So check that one out if you're interested in the Anthony Volpe stuff. Outside of that, quick rundown on Volpe. Bad year last year, .212 batting average. There's a real chance that Jose Caballero will likely be their starting shortstop next season, so that does mean that Volpe might have to try to fight for his spot back a little bit. It's obviously still up in the air if, when healthy, Volpe is just going to get that spot right back. Depends on what Boone and Cashman want to do, obviously. Depends on some of these free agency moves, including a guy like Ahmed Rosario, who's had some rumors with the Yankees as well. Guys, but on the front of the pitching, Carlos Rodon last year was downright phenomenal for the Yankees, was an all-star, and was one of their best arms, going 18-9, leading the American League in wins in a season, and also starting all 33 games. The man was a workhorse for the Yankees, had 203 strikeouts, one of the few Yankee pitchers to ever get that, and also had a whip of 1.049. Deserved to be an all-star in every sense of the word. When the Yankees signed Rodon a couple of years ago, this is the exact guy who they thought they were getting. They finally got him, and Carlos Rodon looks absolutely phenomenal. He is one of the feature arms of this Yankees rotation. He started opening day last year and probably was going to again this season, but ultimately did have some loose bodies in his elbow that he did get taken care of, along with getting a bone spur shaved down. Those injuries are nothing like a Tommy John surgery, though since it is an operation on the elbow, baseball teams are going to be very, very cautious and just not really do anything too soon. The Yankees understand that Rodon does have some mileage on him, and at the end of the day, they want this guy. They don't want an injured Rodon. We've had that before, and he sucked. So the Yankees want a fully healthy Carlos Rodon. So him not coming back instantly, I don't want them to rush him back, but it does sound like he will be back in the spring, so that is going to be huge once Rodon gets back. Hopefully he can reimagine or just redo this season he had here, which was phenomenal. I think he could do it again. I believe in him. Well, Gerrit Cole has been this Yankees ace every single year he's been on the team, with 2 different seasons having an ERA below 3 and a 3.12 ERA with a 59-28 record in his 125 Yankee appearances. Gerrit Cole has been phenomenal. He's 85 strikeouts away from getting 1,000 strikeouts in pinstripes. He has been a Yankee really legend of this era for sure. He's widely regarded as the second best player on the team for a very long time, next to Aaron Judge, of course, and the best pitcher on the Yankees, of course. Now, I mean, Cole's excellent. There's not much about him to say outside of he's excellent, but at the same time, there is one fear. Gerrit Cole's 35 years old now. He's not young. He's not a spring chicken anymore. And it's concerning. Him coming off of Tommy John surgery. It is concerning. I'm definitely a little bit cautious on how we're going to see Cole come back. The good news is we've seen this happen before. We've seen other players come back from this when they were older. We saw Justin Verlander, Cole's former teammate, do it. I mean, we saw Jacob deGrom do it. We know that this is possible. We know that Gerrit Cole can come back and be Gerrit Cole. I believe that he can. I also believe the Yankees are going to be remarkably careful with Cole, basically running a 6-man rotation for at least part of this season when Cole is there. And on top of that as well, Also, just not really having Cole throw a ton of games at first. The Yankees want Gerrit Cole for the playoffs. They have enough pitching and enough talent to make the playoffs regardless, that they can really not have Cole go super crazy and have to be a workhorse like he usually is, especially because the plethora of other star arms the Yankees have. I mean, look, last year we saw Max Fried show up onto the scene and be better than we could have imagined. The man looked like a Cy Young candidate for a while during the season, but did have a bad stretch over the summer that kind of put him out of those talks, but still, he was an all-star and well deserved it. He also was a little shaky in the playoffs here and there, but he's Max Fried. I'm not going to be too worried about that yet. And on top of that, Max Fried is a certified ace. There's no way around it. On top of that, the Yankees brought up Cam Schlittler, had an ERA under 3 this season. Man was phenomenal, had one of the greatest playoff performances a pitcher's ever had. He was absolutely downright excellent and looks like the future ace of the Yankees. On top of that, Rodon will be back by the time Gerrit Cole comes back. The Yankees do have, 2 young guys in Luis Gil and Will Warren returning. Warren, if he gets the ERA down, would be awesome and not that surprising. And if Gil can kind of reimagine what he once was able to do with the Yankees not that long ago, that would be super, super, super helpful for this team. The question is, can he actually do it? Right now, the Yankees rotation projects to be on opening day Max Fried, Cam Schlittler, Luis Gil, Will Warren, and Alan Winans. I will say I do think Ryan Yarbrough would get a starting nod over Alan Winans right now based off Winans' lack of production at the MLB level. And then Warren, I do think he'll bounce back and get better. Gil, I think, is a little more up in the air, while Schlittler and Fried, I am expecting the best from. If Schlittler has a year or two little growing pain issue, I'm not going to be that concerned. But on the topic of Max Fried, I do expect him to be Max Fried once again. Fried will likely start on opening day for the Yankees, and there's also been a ton of rumors that the Yankees will be targeting other starting pitchers, whether that's via trade or in free agency. There has been a few different names that now have officially come up with this team, and it does make a lot of sense to go out there and go for them. They matter a lot, and at the end of the day, Brian Cashman always says, you can never have enough pitching onto the team. So with that in mind, and also the fact that the Yankees, they do want to be careful when bringing a guy back who has under a 3 ERA, a 2.93 ERA with 78 strikeouts in his Yankee career in the postseason. We know that this team is going to be stacked full of pitching. So with that in mind, it does kind of become a question, who would be that 5th starter? Say they don't make a trade, say they don't make a signing of any marquee thing. Well, he's right here. Almost certainly it's right here. It's not Alan Winans. It's not going to be maybe Ryan Yarbrough, but I expect it to be Elmer Rodriguez Cruz. I expect this 100% to be Elmer Rodriguez Cruz, who takes that nod for the New York Yankees. Cruz, last season in the minor leagues, had a 2.58 ERA and started in 26 of his 27 games at 176 strikeouts and 150 innings pitched and a whip of 1.07. He is ready to go, according to none other than Brian Cashman, who said exactly that, saying, the kid Cruz we got from Boston, he's knocking on the door. So with that in mind, we are going to see a whole lot of really, really interesting moments from Elmer Rodriguez Cruz. And Chris Kirschner even did expect this back when he did a Reddit Ask Me Anything. And he was asked about farm pitchers who are at or above Double-A. Who's the next man up for the rotation, assuming there's no outside additions? Is it Elmer Rodriguez Cruz, Ben Hess, Carlos LaGrange, Chase Hampton? And Kirschner did say Elmer Rodriguez Cruz is the best pitcher out of this group, in his opinion, but he's only made one start in Triple-A at the point of this, and it was 2 months ago, so same stands, saying, I don't know if LaGrange is going to stick as a starter. I've actually spoken with Matt Blake about that. They will obviously give him every opportunity to start, but it does seem likely that he'll be a reliever, especially because he throws 103 miles per hour. He should be. While Ben Hess still needs some seasoning and Chase Hampton's recovering from Tommy John. Kirschner then said if the Yankees do have someone internal fill at Rodon's spot, his guess is that it would be Elmer Rodriguez Cruz, would be given the opportunity to show out in the spring, or someone like a Brendan Beck who has a low ceiling but always could be an option. So that's something that really does start to make a lot of sense for the Yankees overall. He also said if any of them were to get traded, it would likely be Chase Hampton while he recovers from Tommy John as well. So with all that in mind, Cruz is ready. He's ready and waiting pretty much to get to the MLB level. But he's young enough to where the Yankees shouldn't feel pressure to bring him up. At the same time, is it right to bring him up and then be like, good job, buddy. Gerrit Cole's back. Carlos Rodon's back. Get out of here. I'm not sure if the Yankees want to do that with one of their top prospects. It makes me kind of question how serious they'll be about doing that. Because, I mean, I know teams do that, it's fine. But at the same time, maybe they're a little bit weary of calling them up and saying, this will not be permanent, and have that accidentally mess with the player, or then basically just sort of throw everything off and throw the Yankees' plans off. What do you guys think? Am I overthinking that? Let me know in the comments down below. What do you think? What do you expect out of just Cole and Rodon once they get back? And who's the pitcher from the farm system you would want to see come up? Let me know in those comments. Like the video, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Have a great day. Go Yankees. I'm sorry my voice is really raspy.